How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Night. We have Dexter, Season 5, Episode number 10. We really took a dive into the developing dynamics. Astor's reappearance into the show kind of highlighted the changes that he's going through, what he actually wants to do and wants to be. And I think it was a really solid episode. Some of you guys were saying that that was the best episode of the season in your opinions, and, I think it was a very good one too. I mean, we still have the rest of the season, so I can't really say for sure whether it's my favorite or not, but I did definitely enjoy it. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. All right, enough talk. Let's roll it.
They say that history repeats itself, but I will never put my family in danger again.
Like a biblical reference, maybe?
Put the grandparents' address in the navigational system.
And I have the print that you gave me. And Harrison is going to have such a good time with his big sister.
He knows about Harrison, too.
I'm getting Harrison out of Miami and Lumen out of that house.
It's a solid move. And it's a first move, which is, that contrast from last season where he was just kind of like trying to string it out as long as he could. Let's hope this time it works.
We'll be safe here. Jordan doesn't know about this place. He thinks we're at the house. What the fuck?
I don't think you can be sure what Jordan knows about and what he doesn't. Creeping.
We need to take out Jordan.
Surrounded at all times by 4 bodyguards. Except when he's on stage, she can help us.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her blood. I wonder what the situation is, because she's still alive.
She's the same age as Jordan.
My first theory was that she was left out of their past.
We're gonna talk to her today.
I'll come back at lunchtime. We'll go then.
There may be more to the story as far as why they do what they do.
Our initial conclusion that Boyd Fowler was solely responsible for these crimes was wrong. It now appears that he had help.
And the day began with such promise.
Take Quinn and bring in Cole Harmon. Start at his office. In the meantime, I'm getting search warrants.
Both their targets are dead. But that could be a big time I mean, I don't know how they would confirm that they're dead, but...
Your head of security disappears and you don't think it's worth reporting?
It seemed like an internal matter.
Cole Harmon is wanted for the rape and murder of at least 5 women.
He told me he needed some personal time.
Your head of security says he needs some time off and you just say, okay?
I have been nothing but cooperative with your...
It's pretty suspicious, but he hasn't done anything that's...
If you hear from Cole, give us a call.
Cause for concern.
Is there some reason you needed to antagonize him like that?
Yes. 2 rapist killers are directly connected to him. What are the odds he knows absolutely nothing about it?
It's about tact, professionalism. Nobody's denying that there are bad things going on. And I don't blame her for having that attitude, but when you're an officer and you're actually trying to get information, we saw it early in the season when she was dealing with the Santa Muerte case, you gotta get your act together.
Who are you?
We're trying to track down some information on Jordan Chase.
The Jordan Chase?
We understand that you know him.
Do I look like the kind of person that knows Jordan Chase?
Well, he knows who you are. Do you mind if I show you a photo?
Did he change his name?
Do you at least just look at it?
I told you, I don't know who any of those people are and I want you to go.
Emily.
She does. She knows. That confirms it.
Did you see how she reacted to that photo? She definitely knows who they are.
So yeah.
You'd think she'd want to talk.
I'm thinking that she was a part of the past somehow.
Security bars, DUIs.
And that's why she's still alive. Good old laminate.
I don't see any blood.
You think we'd call you here for nothing? Kid gloves. Okay, that's gonna tell us which scumbag friends he's been talking to.
Didn't he have gloves on?
Kid gloves. What the hell? You don't miss a thing.
Unfortunately.
There's something fucked up about this whole situation.
Yeah, it's manufactured.
Cole's car is still in the driveway. It's not like he got up and ran. It's like he disappeared, or he got disappeared.
Dexter's moving very fast in this season. He's moving fast and slow at the same time. He had to rush the situation with Cole because of how things escalated. At the same time, he's trying to take his time.
Videotape themselves torturing these women.
13 discs. They're all numbered.
Lumen was the last victim. That would make her number 13.
Okay. 12, yeah, because he had 12 hairs. So I guess Boyd was in it from the beginning, and the victim count is 12. Yeah, this must be a rough part of the job, having to sift through all this type of stuff.
It still comes as a shock when I'm confronted with the depth of evil that exists in this world.
But the way that Dexter goes about it, it's not really torture, it's quick. I think that's what humanizes his character a little bit in the eyes of the audience, because if he was out here You know, torturing people, even if they are criminals and stuff, even if it was like Cole he was torturing.
Deb.
I think would make the audience a little bit less
And phone records are up. You want to go through them?
Fuck yes.
able to relate to him. Tampering again.
Each one, same creepy place, same creepy shit.
I don't think it was Boyd's place because I think they transported them. And that was the last stop.
Remember those locks of hair? There were 12, so there should be 12 victims. But there are 13 discs. Back! Dude!
I'll leave.
Don't worry, Masuka. He's on the case too. He's gonna take care of it in his own way.
She graduates high school in 1992, and then it's just a big blank. Except for those DUIs that you found.
I found this in the search at Cole's.
My thoughts is that maybe
13.
she's in on it in some way.
I managed to get it out of evidence in time.
Did you?
Only enough to make sure I had the right one.
You've been my only way through this.
Well, I guess we both met each other at the right time.
Yeah, circumstances couldn't have aligned better in this whole situation. She's watching. Why? Why would she want to relive that? Yeah, Deb is messing herself up.
In any fucking crime scene. What these women went through.
Don't send her to deal with anybody anytime soon. She'll
Something
shoot
like this
Jordan.
and have a life again.
And her saying that's kind of my point where it comes to Emily Birch.
There's no coming back from something like this. I went through Cole Harmon's contacts and Dan Mandel. It turns out he and Cole are buddies. They fucking poke each other on Facebook.
Wow, back in the day. This is like 2010, isn't it?
This is a group of guys that like to get together and they like to do this for fun. Someone is taking these guys out. So I started asking
that is
myself,
smart.
who would want to take these guys
Dexter
out?
might not even have to do too much groundwork. She might get all the names for him.
Me. Someone who knows what these cocksuckers have been up to and wants to give them what they deserve.
But we're getting an interesting look into Deb's character now, too. The shooting earlier in the season and now this.
What
the
happened to me?
morality is starting to shift a little bit.
Is it also what happened to you?
I didn't know there was anybody else until you knocked on my door.
I'm the only one who survived.
Oh my God.
Emily.
Oh my God.
Emily. I need you to tell me.
I hope she told Dexter about this.
It was almost 20 years ago, during the summer, at camp. I was a CIT, counselor in training.
Camp. I figured it was some kind of camp or something. Yeah.
Like everybody else, except Jordan. Only he wasn't called to Jordan then.
Changed his name. Yeah.
That's Jordan Chase?
Lost the weight.
It was Eugene Greer. I felt sorry for him. He must have drugged me or something. I woke up in a cabin. My clothes were off.
I wonder if the cabin is still where they do that stuff.
Eugene never touched me. But he got those guys going.
Oh, so he's a watcher. Dang.
And I was watching Gene's face.
No wonder they still like listen to his tapes and stuff.
They made me take their picture. This photo.
Who's this one?
Alex.
What is his play? Forging documents? Is he trying to... That was Quinn's name, so is he trying to get Quinn hemmed up or something?
Things for a stakeout. It's for Detective Quinn. You see his name there.
Be right back.
Thank you.
So Emily never told anyone.
That moment turned Jordan into a monster.
I guess he already was a monster.
Yeah, he gets off on the power, I guess. The control.
I want to be the one to do this.
What's the last guy's name?
I'm Alex Tilden. How can I help you?
Detective Quinn.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dexter, all he had to do was ask. But I wonder how they got his name. I guess the Pokes.
Your name turned up on a list of acquaintances. We're talking to everyone on the list.
Have you heard from him lately?
No. What's going on?
Yes, let Quinn do all the talking.
Jordan Chase.
Jordan Chase? Jordan Chase? I never met him. No, I've always wanted to.
They all hold him in such high regard. But even the first victim, she was like, said something similar too, which is very weird.
I'm not dressed right.
No, you're fine. But I did get you something.
They should have matching outfits. Give her the little long sleeve button up.
They're just like yours.
Try them on.
I guess one little aspect. Such a morbid piece of like intimacy. I got you these gloves so we can go kill people.
You sure we have enough time to get it all done?
Yes, if we move now.
And probably Lumen leaving in the middle of the day like that gave him the opportunity to probably go in there and do that.
And here we are, hunting as a pair.
So Deb is already kind of coming around to what Dexter is doing. So it's like, if she found out, would she really be that mad? She would definitely never look at Dexter the same. Maybe never even trust him the same.
Natural.
But she might not be as disgusted by what he does if she found out.
One of these days, you've got to teach me how to do that. My grandparents gave me this when I graduated from high school.
Trophies.
I was wearing it the night they took me.
It's not easy talking to a stranger. But I did it anyway. For you.
You told her everything?
Yeah, the way that she reacted to Jordan Chase's name was the exact same way that Alex reacted. So, yeah.
You told her about
I
Alex?
figured.
I told her the truth, like you said, even though I didn't want to.
She has some kind of like, what is that called?
Was making waves, but everything's fine now.
Some kind of like Stockholm Syndrome, maybe?
She was pretty.
Emily, no one could ever take your place. You know that, right? Have
I
a
figured
bond.
this was the kind of thing that was going on.
And no one can ever break. You made me what I am today.
Yeah, you can't do that. Excellent acting by the actor there, though. You could kind of tell, like, it was like, as she was approaching, the emotion was like getting heavier and heavier in him.
You've requested a DNA sample from my client?
We want to clear Mr. Chase as a suspect.
Why on earth is he even...
Yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah, if he doesn't touch them, then. But why would he tell her to tell the truth?
You want to take my DNA? You're welcome to it.
Dexter will help you.
So they know. They know.
Have a seat. You're done.
What else did Jordan say?
That you were toxic.
He's getting all of this on tape. Liddy is an issue.
What do you think?
Better. No buttons, though. A woman after his own heart.
I look stupid, don't I?
No.
You can tell me the truth.
Similar reaction to when he saw Rita in the wedding dress. It's kind of wild.
Really?
Hate to make that comparison, but
These are beautiful. May I?
this is so strange.
The other way.
Why did I see that line coming? He's gonna have to help her out. Yeah. Anybody seeing that would have his exact same reaction.
Thinking maybe I should leave town for a while.
It's just like, what in the world are they doing?
No.
So is he like giving everybody up? Because he told Emily to tell the truth. He knew that it would put Alex under Dexter's radar. So maybe he's trying to like catch him in the act or something.
Tell me you understand what I've said.
I understand.
Detective Morgan, please.
Mm-hmm. He's playing him.
Alex Tilden. It's not much, I realize, but I hope it can be useful.
Sent him home and everything. Oh man, this is horrible.
Spell red.
Red? L-S-T-E-R.
All right, is that your final answer?
My final answer.
Oh my God.
That, I think that's close enough. But, all right, okay.
They need to make this snappy. And if Deb does get here, let's hope she's the first one into the room, because that is the best case scenario. She does find out, she's going to find out that Quinn knew, and that's going to... this could be a huge mess.
What's that?
It's for her.
Who? Will she be able to go through with it?
Oh, now you want to know her name?
But if Lumen is the one to do it here, and they're caught in the act, Dexter could just be like, I was helping her out, and appeal to Deb's kind of the moral dilemma that she's going through this season. She already said she would kill them. Let's hope they'd knock. It's interesting. I haven't seen an address where it's like letters and not numbers.
Okay. I never wanted to do any of it.
Really?
It wasn't me. And it was Jordan. It's all Jordan.
Jordan is an instigator, but you gotta take responsibility for your own actions.
He made me do things I never would have done.
You made me do things I never would have done.
I'm a banker.
Had to take a seat, just like he had to squat down when Miguel took him out. Woodwind's coming in. Her theme, I guess.
You okay?
Yes. Look at this. Looks like a partial footprint.
Well, at least they've done the deed.
Looks small. Maybe
How long it's gonna take them to like saw up the body?
One of them didn't get their hair taken.
So what are you saying exactly?
Well, what if one of them escaped somehow and after everything they've done, they've come back to get even? What if the vigilante is one of their victims?
So this could definitely take the spotlight off of Dexter, but it also gives them that excuse, like I was saying earlier.
But I was.
Yeah, it seemed a lot harder for her than it was for Miguel, so that's another...
He told me to flee human connection, so that became a
good sign, I guess. As good of a sign as there can be in that situation. Yeah, I figured this would happen. I get they've connected and whatnot, but I just feel like intimacy would be, yeah, very difficult. Yeah, I get it, but it would still be a little bit too much.
I'm someone different.
Although I don't know.
In her eyes.
Yeah, like the amount that they've bonded. This is the closest Dexter's ever been to anybody.
I'm not a monster at all.
Feeling something similar. It's done a lot to help her. Lots of twists and turns, lots of different angles that this could go. I was able to kind of pick up on some of those subtler hints that they were dropping there, especially with like Emily kind of being in on it. And I'm thinking it's some kind of like Stockholm syndrome. She's the first, so I guess they treat her well. I guess he's just been kind of going back, reinforcing this mentality inside of her head. To be the way that she is. Jordan, he can't be intimate apparently. Maybe that had something to do with like his weight issues when he was younger. Maybe he just felt inadequate like that, and he just felt like he could push other people to do that stuff. He's probably still dealing with some sort of inadequacy, which is, it's very interesting, and I think it's something that a lot of the times people might lose sight of. You know, when you look at somebody like a Tony Robbins or something like that, it's like they're people too. They have like issues that they're dealing with. Sometimes it might be a really big issue, a really big concern, but all you see is that forward-facing persona that they want to put out into the world. Deb is getting closer and closer. All paths are kind of converging here, and I've mentioned it like twice now, but I think that might be the way that it's going to go. I don't know how Liddy's going to factor into this, because he wants sort of the entire station. He wants to get revenge on La Guerta. He wants to kind of mess with Quinn. He doesn't necessarily care about Deb too much, I don't think, but he just wants the best outcome for himself. So he's doing all this stuff to get all this leverage, and he's correct. You know, he's insanely good, and he's going about it in a way that's dokes. He went in there, he found the blood slides and stuff like that. He didn't like stake anything out though. He didn't get like concrete evidence or put cameras in his place to kind of cement him going in and getting Dexter taken care of. He just kind of like took the blood slides and he got out of there. But Liddy is taking his time getting, like, racking up all of the physical evidence of them doing all this stuff. It can't bode well. But we know that Quinn, he doesn't even want to think about it. He just wants to ignore it because he knows what's going on. And we know Deb is coming around to maybe not necessarily being a vigilante herself, but in that vigilante mindset. Like, she doesn't care that somebody's going around taking these people out, which is, I mean, who would, in all honesty? Unless you're somebody that's like, oh, the law is the law, you know, people can't go around dispensing justice. But when you know these people are guilty, it's just like the law is the lenient kind of way out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Jordan was planning on them not getting caught, but if he was planning on them getting caught, then his plan failed, and he's the last one on the list. They're going to be coming for him. So he's going to surround himself with bodyguards. I don't know how they're going to get Jordan. They said the only place that he's alone a lot of the times is going to be when he's on stage, but he was alone with Emily. At least I think he was. He probably had some guards outside, but his and Emily's dynamic might come into play when taking him out. I feel bad for Emily. She seems very damaged. You can see it in her eyes, but she's also kind of resolute in her feelings for Jordan now, holding him in that kind of god tier. It's sad to see when manipulation goes that far. And as I was saying earlier, like the intimate moment between Lumen and Dexter, they were kind of hinting at it throughout this entire episode, but in reality, kind of throughout the entire season, I had the vibe that something was going to happen. He has experience dealing with Rita because Rita was sort of the same way, hesitant to be intimate for good reason, and Lumen clearly has good reason too. I don't know if this was kind of just like a buildup of emotion and kind of boiling over into what happened here, or if this is a sign for them moving forward and being something more than just, you know, partners in the sense of revenge. Either way, I'm not too mad about it. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.